at Duramaxtuner.com, Apache Build Update. In our past episodes, we've talked about the new tires and wheels, showed the body in its previous iteration. And what we didn't really talk about was the fitment between the 35-inch tires and the 1958 front fenders. And what we ran into there was an issue. When we're sled pulling, we're going to have the truck lowered. The front end's going to be down. We're going to have a rake to it. And what we ran into was a clearance issue between the back of this tire and the fender right here, and we weren't happy with that. There were a few potential solutions. One was to move the cab back, move the fenders back. The second solution that Bret and the guys came up with was to actually stretch the fender to give us more wheel well clearance. And that's taken some time to get done, and it looks really good, and I'd just like to go over it with you and have you guys tell me, how you made this happen.
Well, basically what we're going to have to do is cut right here in the center, along the side top here, all the way back. Doing that, take the fender off, take out a section in the back here, about 2 inches.
Okay.
Actually got a piece here that was cut off. See here, this is the back pinch weld, or back roll pinch here, that was on here before. One right there. Cut the piece out. Took the other edge, rolled it around, back around on the corner there. Put the stiffener edge in the back on there. Welded it all up, seam up. Gained ourselves 2 inches back here. We're equal from here to here. Truck can lower down now. Have plenty of ground clearance for the sled pulls.
Funny thing is, it looks pretty much factory. I mean, if you were to walk me in here today and say, obviously if this was painted and smooth, I probably wouldn't know the difference.
No, that was the whole goal we're going for, is that you wouldn't see the difference. This is the main body line right here that we're worried about. If we tried to section anywhere else, this is our main part down here at the bottom.
I see, and if you would have went further back, you would have had a lineup issue.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's the most you really could have pulled out of it.
And if we would have just simply brought the cab back, our problem would have had it, and then is in the engine compartment with the motor, the turbo, the radiator, the intercooler, all that.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the lesser of two evils.
Yes, it is.
How many hours did you spend on it?
I had a guy on here, he had about, just in cutting, welding, no mud work, he had about 8 hours in just doing one fender. So the finished product is real nice, needs minimal amount of Bondo on here, and that's our goal to try and do.
So we got the finished piece. This one's already been cut and welded, obviously. It has mud on it, and it looks like he's kind of partway through cleaning the lines up on here.
Yep, he's got about one more coat to go on there, and then a final finish coat.
Okay.
This is here where we had seamed it here and across here. Up here there was the hole for the antenna. Everything that's down here, we had a little bit of waviness from, wrapping the edge around there. So we're just trying to make everything smooth and get it so it's final, ready to go for primer, and then ready for paint after that.
Now this is a brand new fender, and this is a brand new door from
Correct.
LMC or wherever you guys got them. How much work do these parts need to make them up to your, to bring them up to where you're happy with them?
As long as no shipping issues, damage from that, you're probably going to need at least 3 to 4 hours attention to each one. Okay. Just to be like this one here, just from their stamping, is a little wavy up top here. So this is going to require a little skim coat across the top.
Okay.
Everywhere else, this fender is actually really good everywhere else. Yeah, this line that's up here, that's good. This back edge was a little off, but since we were cutting and making it fit, everything was fine there. So a little bit of Bondo on there, everything's fine.
Okay. As far as the rigidity of these panels, are they as strong as a factory panel? Are they going to resist dents as well as a factory panel?
They're heavier. They are definitely heavier than today's vehicles.
Okay.
Than 2010, 12s, all that. They're definitely heavier duty. From the old sheet metal, they're pretty close to being stamped as the same on that as far as strength-wise goes.
Okay.
It's a newer type of metal, so it might resist the corrosion a little bit more.
Gotcha. And as far as knowing when it's good, is it just a body guy's eye? Is there? It's
a body guy's. It's a art. To do the Bondo, to make everything straight, it's definitely an art to do that. It's sculpting everything to make sure everything's right. It's basically all by feel, and then once you do is you prime it, you block it again, so everything's blocked with a straight block.
Okay.
Usually anywhere from 6 to 12 inches.
Okay.
And it all goes down, so it's like a grater place here.
So after this gets the mud on it, then you're going to prime it, and then you're going to block it again.
Block it again, and then we'd be painting.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And that goes for all the panels on the truck?
Yes, all the
Okay.
panels. The doors do a little fitment around here. I had to change that around there a little bit. Still got to clean that up. Top corner there, because your opening here is all square. Just had to make these doors fit very good. So we try to get the best body lines as we can all the way around. This door is going to require very little Bondo work around it, except for around these edges here. Otherwise, it'll be a straight panel. But we'll still probably prime this and block this to try and get it as straight as possible.
Okay, okay. And as far as the lines on the truck, panel fitment and everything,
Everything's looking really good on there. Like I say, we just had to fix a few of these on here, and
yeah,
that's really about it. Everything's shut nice, hood's shut nice.
I imagine in '58 they probably weren't Rolls-Royce quality.
No,
so.
you definitely you have an inch here or half inch here on some of them.
Next time on our Apache Build project, we'll meet Precision's Phil Grandinetti. He'll explain our no-nonsense approach with the Apache electrical system. He'll show you how we combine the nervous systems of 2 trucks separated by 5 generations. I'm Nick. Thanks for watching.